Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today is an incredibly important day in the Call of Duty franchise. Not only are we now officially 4 days away from the launch of Black Ops Cold War, but today is also the 10th anniversary of the original Black Ops game, which released on November 9th of 2010. It's crazy to believe that this game is now 10 years old. I remember getting this game at the midnight release. I remember hurrying home and jumping online as soon as I possibly could. And I also remember making a video exactly 10 years ago today where I gave my first impressions of the original Black Ops game. Today I want to review that impressions video. We're going to go all the way back to the past and listen to 17-year-old Nero talking about the original Black Ops the day that the game came out, and I have a feeling it's going to be hilarious to listen to how horrible my quality is, but at the same time, I am interested to hear what I thought about the game when it first came out 10 years ago, right? Since the original Black Ops came out, it has become my all-time favorite Call of Duty game. I have like 50 days of playtime in it. I have something close to 150,000 total kills in that game's multiplayer. I played zombies a ton. I did the campaign multiple times. It's my all-time favorite COD game, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what I initially thought about the game when it was first released, and hopefully you guys will find the video entertaining as well. Before we get started, I do have a quick word from my first official sponsor for my YouTube channel, so let's go ahead and check that out. This video is being brought to you by Audible. Audible is the leading provider for spoken word entertainment and audiobooks, and they have pretty much anything you could ever want to listen to within their library. The best part about Audible is every month you get a free credit which can be used on any audiobook within their library, plus 2 free selections from their Audible Originals section. You can download your audiobooks to your devices and listen offline at any time, and another amazing feature is they are cross-device with the Audible app. So just like how progression carries over between consoles and Black Ops Cold War, the audiobooks you listen to on Audible do the same thing. So if you're listening on your phone while in your car while you're driving to work or going to school or doing whatever, and then later on that day, if you want to listen to the same audiobook at home on your computer while you're gaming, you can do that because the Audible app syncs both devices and lets you pick up right where you left off. Your first 30 days are free if you use my link down in the description, which of course will support Audible, it will support me, and it will support my channel. The biggest reason why I like Audible is because I've always wanted to read so many books, but I rarely have the time to dedicate to them, and now I can listen to any audiobook I want while editing my videos or playing video games. The same way previously I would just listen to YouTube videos or live streams while I did all that. Well, now I can listen to any audiobook I want, and that's definitely an awesome thing. I've always wanted to go through all of the classic Stephen King novels, so I recommend starting your audiobook experience off with The Shining, and then moving over to its sequel, Dr. Sleep. Thank you again, Audible, for sponsoring me here today. Be sure to use my link down in the description to get your first 30 days free, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right back into the video. Alright guys, here it is, Black Ops 1 First Impressions by Nero, gameplay / commentary. That is actually hilarious because back in the day, everyone would put gameplay commentary in their titles. Man, YouTube has changed a lot since then, but let's check it out. Let's take a listen. And there's the old Strictly Business. Oh no, the old Strictly Business intro. What the hell is even this? I thought it was like, oh, it's pro mods. Okay, so I thought it was like Left 4 Dead there at first. I didn't know what that was supposed to be. So Strictly Business, right? My gamer tag on Xbox is SB Nero. Ever since I went to the Activision ID system, now my name is just NerosCinema pretty much everywhere, but my Xbox gamer tag is SB Nero. And the reason why was way back in the day, like over a decade ago, I got a bunch of my YouTube subscribers and we made a quote-unquote team called Strictly Business. And we played together every single day all throughout the end of Modern Warfare 2, going into the launch of Black Ops 1. Then we did all Black Ops 1, then all of Modern Warfare 3. We just had this consistent group of people. We would do some game battles, but mostly we were just like a pub stomping team, essentially. And here in the video, we have the old Strictly Business intro, which is just awful. And I remember this. I remember back in the day, if you wanted like validity as a team, right, you had to have sponsors, and pro mods would sponsor pretty much everybody. They wouldn't even give you anything, right? They wouldn't give you controllers. They wouldn't give you like money or anything. They would just essentially let you use their intro for some reason, and people would do it because they want their videos to seem more legitimate. That's hilarious. Kind of a cool intro, especially for 2010 though, not gonna lie.
Sup everyone?
Oh no. Sup everyone, this is Nero. Holy hell, what is this microphone quality? I remember back in the day I would use like this Logitech, like $10 Logitech headset that I had at Walmart. Oh, let's listen again.
Sup everyone, this is Nero.
Oh, so bad.
And here's my first game of Black Ops, team deathmatch. Fucking around with the dolphin dive, because I went to a private match prior to this, because I was waiting for my cousin to get home.
Okay.
So we could start playing at the same time.
That's my cousin Nick.
Learned how to dolphin dive. Thought it was fun. I thought dolphin diving was really fun, and it's not a problem like a lot of people would assume it would have been.
Okay, so first impressions here. One, my voice sounds awful. And I think it's part of like how YouTube works. Like I've been speaking to a microphone for over a decade now, so I get a little bit better at it. But dude, the audio quality was so bad, and back in the day especially, people would just, you know, hit record, do one take, and it was done. There'd be lots of ums and ahs and stuff like that in there. There was no like planning. It was just like, hey guys, just fucking around with dolphin dive. I went to a private match. I don't know why this is relevant to the video, but I practiced the dolphin dive and waiting for my cousin. And like, I'm so off topic already. This is horrible.
It's actually, you know, there's nothing to it really. Usually we do it, honestly, we play nothing but domination basically the first night here.
Back in the day especially.
Basically all we do is we use the dolphin dive to dive on the first flag. Dive on.
Okay, can I just laugh at how bad my aim was there? Did you guys see that? So I saw the guy, and then my reaction time was horrible. The guy comes right out here. I aim up here for some reason, and I can't, like, lock onto him. Maybe I was getting used to a new sensitivity. I don't know. Because back in the day, I used to play with so many different sensitivities. But watch this.
We use the dolphin dive to dive on the first flag. Dive on, you know, A or C or wherever flag spawns next to us. We all just dive onto it. It looks really funny. It's fun. I think actually one time
this was my first game.
Actually saved me, and that was when this guy was spraying me down and I dolphin dived behind this dumpster type barrel room area. It was pretty fun. So first impressions on Black Ops, this being my first game, when this is off theater mode by the way, which is a great addition. I love theater mode. Okay,
theater mode is great. Apparently it's coming back for Cold War, but there was always this thing back in the day about theater mode making you super laggy. Black Ops 1 was laggy in general. I'm not sure theater mode was to blame for that, but that kind of explains why the gameplay looks a little bit wonky. My aim was horrible back there, but that does kind of explain why the gameplay is going to look a little bit wonky. It's always very clear. Maybe it's because I've been doing YouTube for so long and I know what to look for, but it's always very clear to me when people are using theater mode for their gameplay, and I don't like when people do that because it just makes the game look so janky, right?
Because I don't have to waste all my space recording. If I get a good game, all I gotta do is put on my file share, and bada bing, bada boom, got my game.
Okay, to be fair, when I started YouTube way back when here, I know I'm pausing a lot here, but way back when I first started YouTube, it was on like a $200 computer that you could get from Walmart, and I remember it would take me, if it was a 10-minute video, it would basically take 1 hour to render 1 minute of video. So if it was a 10-minute, this is a 7-minute long video, this would have taken me 7 hours to render out, not counting how long it took to upload. Keep in mind, back in 2010, internet speeds weren't great. I think I had like a 2 upload. So it would take me probably 10 hours to get this video actually up. That's dedication, guys. Dedication right there.
So, first game here, first impression, I would say it's alright. It's not, you know, this amazing, you know, mind-blowing clusterfuck of just amazing like I thought it would be. There's a few, this is to be expected from every new game. Every new game there's expected to be, you know, people camping and hiding, which there are a lot of that.
I like how nothing's changed. One, the Call of Duty community is always camping and hiding. It's been 10 years. It's still happening. And number B, I'm still complaining about it. Some things never change, guys. Some things never change.
You know, we usually only play domination. These people, they still hide a lot, which I'm sure that's going to go away towards, you know, once the game starts moving on a bit. A little further down the road, people get more comfortable with the maps, get more comfortable with the guns.
What was that? Was that theater mode lag, or was that my editing that just... Was it my editing? Was it theater mode, or did the render mess up when I was trying to get the video up? Watch this.
A little further down the road, people get more comfortable with the maps, get more comfortable with the guns and all that.
Okay, so it had to have been theater because I didn't, like, stop talking whatsoever. Just the gameplay itself must have cut. Must have been glitched with theater mode. Let's watch it one more time just so we can, like, pick back up with the sentence.
I'm sure that's going to go away towards, you know, once the game starts moving on a bit. A little further down the road, people get more comfortable with the maps, get more comfortable with the guns and all that.
Why is the game audio so damn loud?
Some positives, what I do like the guns. I think all the guns are pretty balanced.
Yeah.
Even, you know, the M16 is pretty balanced. I put 2 bursts on the guys, and they just, like, two-shotted me with whatever it was, you know. So, there's no real overpowered gun there out there.
Okay, back in the day, the M16 was kind of known as, like, the god gun because of Call of Duty 4. Keep in mind, this game came out 2 years after... No, 3 years technically after COD 4, so people still kind of thought the M16 was like a busted gun. It was even good in Modern Warfare 2, so we tried out the M16 here in Black Ops. It wasn't nearly as good, but it was still fun to use. I say none of the guns were overpowered. The FAMAS turned out to be overpowered, as well as the AK-74U, but mind you, this is day one impressions, right?
Overpowered gun they're out there. And the kill streaks I honestly think are overpowered. They're not overpowered like, oh man, that needs to be patched, oh god. No, not like that. You know, the RC car is annoying. I really hate running away from those things.
You look the same.
The kill streaks are really powerful, like, I forget what the hell they call it. But it's basically a stealth bomber from Modern Warfare 2.
The Rolling Thunder.
That thing goes ape shit. I love that thing. I've gotten that like 3 times tonight out of a care package. And, you know, do I think it's a good game? I do think it's a good game. I just think there's a couple things that are very annoying. They're very, very annoying. For one, the fact that everybody, and I repeat, everybody uses Ghost.
Some things never change. Some things never change. Keep in mind, this is like Ghost with like the Galil, and like that was like the setup back in Call of Duty Ghost, and right on day one, that's what everybody was pretty much using. That warms my heart. Some things never change, and I'm still complaining about it. So again, some things never change.
And you know, they just kind of like wait for you to walk by, laying in the grass or you know whatever. You know, I don't approach the game. You know, tactically, people are they see the new game, they assume, okay, new game, fresh start, let's get my high kill death ratio, and that's not what we at SB are about.
That's what we at SB are not about.
My KD stands at about 1.7.
Not bad.
7 something.
1.7 ain't bad.
My win-loss stands at a 22.0.
Hell yeah.
22.0 being 22 wins and 1 loss. The 1 loss was me backing out because the matchmaking, which is the worst I've seen in a while. The matchmaking through me.
For the record, I hate this kill streak. But yeah, the whole idea of like the high win-loss ratio, I do that every single game. Pretty much every COD, I have an 80+% win rate. That's like how I have fun in Call of Duty. I try to do a bunch of challenges. I try to get like Master Prestige or whatever. But above all else, I try to win every game. If I do horrible, I mean, that's okay. I prefer to do well. But as long as we win, that's all that really matters to me. And when it's like watching me on Twitch and stuff knows, like I get like irrationally upset if we lose. And the same was true back, 10 years ago for me.
By myself into a game and kicked my 5 other teammates. So I just backed out, and that gave me my only loss. The matchmaking, I'm sure a lot of you have done this if you try playing with parties. It takes forever to get into a game. It just keeps saying,
yeah,
the party has ended, or I cannot connect the host.
Back in the day, launch day servers were even worse than they are now.
They can't make it in.
Which is hard to believe.
Always that one person. It's like, oh my goodness. Modern Warfare 2, they fixed the server, because we had the same problem in Modern Warfare 2 at the very beginning of Modern Warfare 2.
Every year.
Where you had a hard time getting a bunch of people into the same game. And they eventually patched that up, or did whatever they did to do the matchmaking to do that. And I hope Treyarch's going to do this.
I'm straight fucking mumbling right now.
It is so annoying trying to get into a game. We're sitting there, it is 7:56 in the morning. I've had the game since midnight.
That explains, I record this at 7:56 in the morning. Wow, so what? I must have played for just under 8 hours on launch night, or maybe 7 hours, because it took me time to get the game at the midnight release and then go home. I played for 7 hours. I'm like, you know what? I'm brain dead, half awake. I'm slurring my speech and mumbling my words, but let's make a video and put it out on the internet for people. Wow.
And we've been playing nothing but domination solely for the fact that we don't want to back out and try a new game mode, because we know it's going to take at least half hour, 45 minutes to get everybody back in. I finally decided to take a break. Needed to go get something to eat, stretch, move around a bit. So I figure, I'm going to record this, do some commentary over it, and just get my first impressions, render out, so hopefully when I go to bed in about an hour or so, when I wake up, it'll be done rendering, and it's going to be presented to you, obviously.
Like I said, it'll take about 8 hours. It'll take about 8 hours to render this video. Like, I had to, super plan ahead.
This up right now is going to be in the future, if that makes sense, because right now, it's 7:57. As you're watching this, it's sometime in the afternoon. I'm not completely sure.
What am I talking about? I'm just straight rambling.
It's sometime in the afternoon. So basically, you know, I like the game. It's fun. I just think people need to man up. Quit hiding. Kill death ratio means nothing.
17-year-old Nero had it figured out. 17-year-old Nero had it figured out. Quit hiding. Your kill death ratio means nothing. Get on the flag. Try to win. Dude, I love this, man. I love like watching a video of myself from 10 years ago and be like, holy hell. I mean, I've grown as a person, but I still hold like the same Call of Duty ideals even like 10 years ago.
Nothing.
I love
Nothing
it.
at all. This guy got all excited early. He's like, I went 28-10 on your bitch asses. And you check the scoreboard, and the dude lost 200 to 79.
Yeah.
279. That's 100 and I suck at math. 121 point difference. Yeah, we dominate domination. We dominate domination. It is fun. You know, we got all these challenges for hold all 3 flags in domination 50 times. You know, we've gotten that. You know, get all your points. Domination is a good way to play. It's a good way to rank up. As it stands, I'm level 26. I just unlocked the customizable red dot sights, which at first I put the cute little heart that matches camo in my gun, but that heart is a son of a bitch. That heart is a son of a bitch to try and kill people at a distance, because that heart takes up your entire reticule. You cannot see.
Okay.
Not see it all. It's very difficult, but it's fun. Looks cute, and when you do kill somebody and they watch you go in, they're like, son of a bitch, I just got killed by a guy with a heart.
Yeah.
Remember to like this video. Remember to actually dislike it if you feel you need to dislike it. Just rate it wherever you feel it deserves. Favorite. Do all that good stuff. A couple more Black Ops videos can be coming out here shortly from other SP members. Their first impressions. I'm gonna do more first impressions of like you know, the gun games. Maybe some different game modes. You know, whatever. We'll see. Everything's gonna go. So final score of 16-2 with 8.0 KD for the first game. I thought it was a good game. Let me know what you guys think and what are your first impressions towards Black Ops. Let me know. Peace!
Holy hell, that's like the definition of cringe, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So some thoughts on my own thoughts from 10 years ago. I thought that was interesting how I talked about the heart reticle, because keep in mind, back in the day, customization in Call of Duty really wasn't much of a thing. You know, back when we would have things like red tiger camo to go for, blue tiger camo to go for, but that was pretty much it. You would customize your character with calling cards, emblems, and then of course, you know, the camo on your gun and maybe the attachments on your gun. In Black Ops 1, they tried to give us a bit more customization with the idea of the emblem editor, and then you can put the emblems on your gun and put the clan tag on your gun. You can customize the reticles, so you could have like a heart or a triangle or a blue dot instead of a red dot, or so on and so forth, right? And back in the day, that was actually pretty huge. Poor 17-year-old Nero didn't know that in 10 years we would have anime riot shields and girls running around with cat ears on their heads, and you know, Michael Myers running around the map and Leatherface running around the map and all the crazy stuff that we've kind of just gotten used to over the years. Like, who would have thought? We definitely didn't think back then that the Call of Duty franchise would end up continuing, one, for as long as it has, and two, actually, you know, doing all the things that it's done in terms of customization and DLC and business practices and things like that. It's nice to know that I enjoyed the game when it first came out. I didn't think it was mind-blowing, apparently, which, I mean, to be fair, most people tend to over-exaggerate the new game when it first comes out because it's the honeymoon phase, right? You start playing it, you go, holy hell, this is the best thing ever. When in reality, you're just excited to be playing Call of Duty again and have it feel new, have it feel fresh. You have these new guns, you have these new maps, you have these new kill streaks and perks and everything. And back in the day, too, like, leaks weren't a giant thing back in 2010. We didn't know much about Black Ops 1 going into it, right? We didn't know really anything at the time. We didn't have betas even. We had a beta for World at War. And then the next beta we had was like, what was it, like Black Ops 3? Like, we went forever without like an alpha or a beta or really any marketing outside of a couple trailers. Like, we didn't really know much at all. I actually do think back in the day, a couple of YouTubers have flown out to play the game early. For some reason, I recall Hutch and C-Nanners playing Gun Game. I think of the map Cracked, even. And somehow that's like burned into my memory. Don't you wish you could just like remove useless information like that from your brain? Like, I haven't thought about that in 10 years, and suddenly I just resurfaced it, and like, oh, that's still in my brain somehow. I wish my brain was more like a hard drive, and that I could just choose to remove certain aspects of it and make room for other things. Like, I forget people's names constantly. Yeah, I remember that Hutch and C-Nanners got flown out to play Black Ops 1 early, and they were showing off Gun Game and Sharpshooter and stuff like that. I mean, I guess it works because YouTube's my job and everything, but still. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thank you once again to Audible for sponsoring the video itself. Be sure to use my link down in the description. It helps out me and helps out my channel. I would love to know, are you guys excited for Black Ops Cold War? What did you think of my video quality from 2010 and my audio quality? Good God, it was so bad, but it was a fun little video. And if you guys enjoy reaction-style videos like this, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.